Time to talk about a man with makeup on, whenever it's time to talk about a man with nail polish on his fingers, Boosie there for the commentary. But when it comes to these teen takeovers and people fighting in hookah lounges, when it comes to people beating on each other, hurting each other, robbing each other, Boosie ain't got nothing to say. But let a basketball player or a football player or a basketball player, kids, put on the wig. Then Boosie gonna be all in the news. He gonna want to give his opinion, and everybody gonna want to listen to what he got to say, man. Boosie got riled up over Caleb Williams having painted nails on the Madden 27 cover. He said he feels sorry for the kids. But most recently, we seen Boosie acting a fool at a hookah lounge, and it's looking like he might have to do a little bit of time for that. And if he don't figure out how he can address the youth, eventually people are going to cancel Boosie because they're feeling like he's a bad influence on the children. Rapper Lil Boosie charged with aggravated assault and bar fight downtown Houston. I had my little retard moment, so we just gonna keep it moving from there, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button too. And y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about these teen takeovers, because they don't really have no role models like that. And while Boosie trying to be the voice of reason, it seemed like he probably just making the situation worse. Let's get into this show.
Hey, to all my family and fans, man, I'm okay, bro. I'm all right. It's basically a money grab, man. It's a money grab, bro. This is what you go through as an entertainer. The facts of the case have come out. I mean, we in court now. But this a money grab, man. This guy wasn't even supposed to be a security in the first place, man. This done 17, 18 years for aggravated armed robbery with a deadly weapon. He just got caught at the border a couple years back, smuggling women out the country and in the country. He just got off federal paper. So, man, it's a money grab, bro. You know, when I first found out about the warrant a couple days ago, I contacted my PO. I let him know what was going on. But to all my fans, all my family, you know, I ain't even tell my family about this. This was going on, you know. I'm alright though, man. It's just life. Life be lifing, bro. Life be lifing, man. But you know, God got me, bro. So that's what it is. My next court date.
You know, if they take Boosie off the streets, unfortunately, a lot of kids not gonna have a role model or nobody to look up to like that, because he's been holding it down for the new generation for a long time. As far as a father figure goes, people look to Boosie for that type of inspiration. So it'd be sad for Black Americans, not all, but a lot, if Boosie did have to sit down and do some serious time.
In the First Alert Center, I'm Rob Krieger. Baton Rouge rapper Lil Boosie is expected in court today after police say he assaulted a security guard at a nightclub in Houston. Now, according to reports, Boosie, whose real name is Torrance Hatch, is accused of hitting the security guard in the head with a glass hookah. Investigators say it happened when the security guard refused to allow one of Boosie's female friends to use the restroom as the club was closing at 2 a.m. The report says as the woman was escorted out of the club, she dropped her belongings, and when the guard tried to pick him up, he was hit from behind with a hookah. The guard told police he saw Boosie holding the broken hookah, and records show the guard needed 8 staples in his head. Boosie was not arrested, but he is expected to appear in court in Harris County, that's Houston, in just about 20 minutes. That's the latest from the First Alert Center.
He must have asked her to go pee for him or something, for him to take it so personal like that. And people do shit like that when they drunk. Hey, baby, go and use the bathroom for me. And when the dude denied her in his mind, so something went wrong. If they was leaving the club, shit, they could have, I don't know. But it's looking like he might have to do a little bit of time for that. And plus, he beefing with football players and things. Y'all got to listen at this.
I never thought in a million years that I would see a Madden cover with one of the best players with his fingernails painted.
Boosie is going viral after reacting to Caleb Williams appearing on the cover of Madden. with painted fingernails. In a video posted online, Boosie made...
Hold on, wait a minute. I didn't know he was on the cover looking like that. Wait a minute. They might as well put a skirt on them on top of that. But that's what people doing nowadays. There's young men out there that's getting their nails painted. I see dudes at the what you call it, where they go in there and get their feet done and stuff. They be sitting in the chair, mean mugging in a high chair, looking like a angry King Tut or whatever the case is. So that's what they're into. I'm pretty sure they're not making Madden games for Boosie's generation. When these young kids see that, that make them want to get the game even if they don't know nothing about football. So it's a good marketing strategy. You got to keep up with the youth. Like I say all the time, you don't see no young kids on you don't see no old people on no Taco Bell commercials. You don't see no old people really advertising stuff like that because the target audience is younger people. Boosie don't aged out, man. I think he need to let it go.
In a video posted online, Boosie made it clear he wasn't happy about it and said he never thought he'd see the day when one of football's biggest stars would be featured on the cover of one of the most popular sports video games in the world while wearing painted nails. Boosie also responded to people criticizing his opinion, saying he doesn't care if people get mad at what he has to say. He argued that Madden is a game played by millions of young football fans and questioned what kind of message it sends to little boys.
A game that's sold to billions of little boys. What kind of message are they sending to these little boys?
Boosie went on to say that...
Wait a minute, y'all. We're going to have to talk about this a little more in detail about what's happening with Boosie every time it comes to a conversation about some little boys or whatever. It's getting kind of weird to me. And I understand he's a father with kids and stuff, but where is his Barney raps? Where is his music that promotes positivity for young males, since he's so concerned about it? You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe how this
a whole
city...
year ago. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. We're gonna get back to that because it's a bunch of stuff we're gonna be talking about when it comes to that. What I really want to address is these teen takeovers, and what's going on is kids out there bored and they feel like they got to tear up the whole city or whatever the case is. So we're going to get back to Boosie. I really want to get into this real quick.
A teen takeover in Naperville ended in 9 arrests and nearly 3 dozen citations.
Police arrested both adults and teenagers. WGN's Christine Flores is live in Naperville. And Christine, this isn't the suburb's first teen takeover, is it?
That's right. Officials are saying that they're learning from previous experiences. To give you an idea, we're currently here near the intersection of Washington and Chicago here in Naperville. It's in this area where officials say that gathering started. We spoke with one business owner who said he didn't experience any damage, but he does admit the size of the gathering was concerning.
Last night, for me, went okay. But there gets to be a little chaotic at some times.
Tom Kicker owns Standard Goods in downtown Naperville on South Washington Street. He was open during Monday night's teen takeover. He's also experienced similar gatherings in years past.
They've been different again because the Naperville police was more prepared, I think, last night than they had been in the past, and so, you know, the kids aren't out to destroy anything or like that. They're just kind of out to congregate and to be with.
Naperville police say 9 people were arrested, including juveniles between the ages of 15 and 17. They were charged with offenses such as battery, assault, drug-related violations, and interfering with a peace officer.
I saw an underage drinking ticket being given. I saw the disorderly conduct ticket, and these are tickets I saw myself being given. So they're out there, and these kids are getting cited. So I mean, hopefully that kind of stuff helps.
The adults charged in the gathering were 23-year-old Amari Bivens of Naperville, who was arrested on 4 outstanding warrants. 18-year-old Sudeis Uyakami of Aurora arrested for obstructing identification. 18-year-old Marshawn Smith of Romeoville for attempted aggravated assault.
Hey, it won't be happening next summer. They'll be done had them cages built by then, man. Since they know what time it is. So if y'all out there and y'all want to have y'all last little powwow and act a fool, hey, this going to be your last summer to do it. I wonder how they might have to put up fences, like electrical fences in front of businesses. When they see them niggas coming, they just throw up the gates. And as soon as they come, and they touch that gate. all you gonna see is their eyeballs bulging out their heads. Hey, we're about to get it back into Boosie or whatever. I don't have my melatonin for today, so y'all gonna hear me slurring, stumbling, and all that stuff. But if you hit the like button, I'll really wake up and give you the greatest show you ever seen in your life. Okay, now, when Dwayne Wade's son came out and decided that he wanted to be a young lady, Boosie took offense to that. And now that you got football players on video game covers, what they Neils did, Boosie is in his feelings about that too. It's something about this type of stuff that grab his attention. He get to sniffing and looking left and right. It's something that piques his interest when he sees stuff like this. So we're about to get into it a little bit more before we get into the footage of Boosie the footage of Boosie overreacting. If you had Boosie Badass get publicly mad about a video game on your 2026 bingo card, you win. In early June, the rapper took to social media to complain about the cover of Madden 27. Boosie is big mad because Chicago Bears quarterback Caleb Williams has his fingernails painted on the cover. He got all bent out of shape over the insinuous design, which is a staple of Williams' regular look. Young boys look up to you, bro, SMH, Boosie wrote on his post. Hey, man, he had that Aunt Fee fade for I don't know how long. People never questioned him about that. Nobody said, how come you and my auntie got the same hairstyle? He could, if somebody wanted to go in on Boosie real bad, they could ask him what the badass is all about. We know you've been to jail. You comfortable with dudes? What's so bad about that ass? If people wanted to be funny, you could go there with anybody. You don't have to. You could let it go, but it seemed like Boosie loved poking at this type of stuff right here. I don't know if homie planned on bogan. They need to do the covers that have more than one angle. That way he could hit you with this, hit you with that, and keep that, do the whole Macarena on the cover of the Madden game. I don't see nothing wrong with it. If you tackle that motherfucker, you must love cotton candy, because I'm pretty sure he smell like it. And if that's the case, that's all right. You can't smell him through the damn cover. You can't touch the dude through the cover. There's nothing he can do to your young boys besides look sassy on the cover of the Madden game. And this might be the best one yet. Them tackles gonna be realistic. You can see every jiggle. Pause. But the physics and all that, ain't no telling how bizarre they gonna get with it. They probably blowing kisses at each other on touchdowns. They do that type of shit in real life. And why he taking shots at this dude? This who he need to be mad at. Let me get this on here. I'm warming up now. The pink smoke is filling up the room. I'm about to go ahead and talk about it. Hold on. Why he'll never talk about Stephon Diggs and his jeans? If you want to get big mad, talk about Stephon. Carter, what you doing, dog? You had a baby with the man out of generation after us. Really gonna be screwed up. Out of all the men you could have got with, you got with him. His jeans tighter than y'all's. Boosie could have snapped on everything about this man. Shit, they play football, 10 hut. They bend over in front of each other. A whole row of niggas bent over, cheeks cocked. They waiting for the ball to come from between the dude's legs so they could catch. And when they run, and when you see them legs running, all them dudes, they reaching, they trying to get them. It's football, man. What do you want them dudes? A 10 hut. Skeg it. Hut. Next thing you know, man, they get to chasing them boys. Ain't nothing wrong with the sport. What do you want them to do? It's boys on boys on boys. It'd be a whole pile up in there, a pile of niggas by the end of the fourth quarter. It is what it is, man. I don't understand what he's so mad about. His jeans ain't never fit right. We don't know if he got a custom-made NFL BBL, Because the way his belt buckle go around his waist, it look like he got a couple of ribs removed or something. And if so, hey, it's his money, his life. Ain't nobody really complaining about it. But if you wanted to nitpick at everything people did, it'll be a never-ending cycle. So when you see things that may not sit well with you, it's best to let it go. But when you make it public, you leave yourself open to have a conversation or a dialogue with the person that you're going at. When they see you, they're going to want to talk to you, and you could easily change the conversation to however you want it to go. I love you, dog. I said what I said, but man, let me see them nails. He going to be able to see them nails up close and personal. And when people begging for attention, that's like Dave Chappelle going at the trans community. Now, he know damn well all them dudes was going to be in his inbox. I hate you, bastard. And that's exactly what he wanted. Hey, prime example. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. These celebrities be thinking they slick. You don't rile up no bees if you don't like no honey. Look at this. I think that's how you spell his name. Okay, look. Prime example. Tommy Sotomayor. He go on and on about how he hate black women. I can't stand black women. Oh, black women. And they be all in his inbox. I hate you, Tommy. Next thing you know, they pregnant with his baby. And that was the whole point. When you see them dudes going in on black women, that's because they want that attention that they're surely going to get. And that's the whole point. If you really ain't care for sisters like that, you wouldn't even be speaking about no sisters. You would be somewhere doing some non-black shit, not doing a blog about it. Inbox full. They aunties, they grandmama, they cousin, everybody got an opinion. When they show up to the event, all eyes on them. And somebody gonna want to say something. Any attention is good attention. So Tommy Sotomayor, he knocking them down right now. And I hate you, I love you, before it's all said and done. So, hey, Boosie gonna have to let us know what's up. Because if he keep going this route, people gonna keep asking questions about it. Okay, let's do this real quick. I want to see exactly what he had to say. Y'all stay tuned. Melatonin kicking my ass. And plus I had the tea on top of it. I'm trying to get me some of that Michael Jackson sleep tonight. Okay, let's see if we can get to exactly what Boosie had to say. Because there's a bunch of people online that want to put their face before what Boosie had to say. And it make it difficult to find the content or whatever. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, y'all listening? All right, here we go. Come on.
Hey, they got a lot of people mad at me
always gotta
right
put
now.
a beat on the shit. Okay, what about this?
They going off in my DM. They mad because the truth hurts. I never thought in a million years that I would see a Madden cover with one of the best players with his fingernails painted. Next, lipstick, thongs. I never thought I would see this. A game that sold to billions of little boys. You're pushing it. They going off in my DM.
Now, I never thought I would hear a rapper from Baton Rouge make a wet wipe anthem. Nigga promoted the bird bath for about 20, 30 years now. Wipe me down, because I'm grown. Wipe me down, I'm grown. Wipe me down. The bird bath anthem, y'all. This niggas out there refuse to take a full shower, let alone a bath, because of Boosie. And they still in the club. Somebody gonna get shot in the ass when that Boosie come on. That's when it's time to leave, when they start playing his classics or whatever. Unless you looking forward to that bullet in your ass. It is what it is. What are you talking about?
And that nigga Boosie's calling it out again. That nigga say he don't like these niggas wearing them rappers and athletes and all that wearing them fingernail polish and shit. Talking about the kids look up to you and shit. Talking about Caleb Williams. They just showed the new Madden cover with Caleb Williams on the and that nigga had fingernail.
When Calico gonna do another URL battle? He doing celebrity blogs now. What's going on? They need to book him with Sue Surf or somebody. Bring back Loaded Lux. What they got him on the celebrity blogs for? Okay, let's move on. Look at this, y'all.
Your child didn't pay for that. I didn't charge him for it.
What you talking about?
The thing in his hand, I didn't charge him for it.
Gotta steal a motherfucking thing about this motherfucking
No, you gotta come back. He gotta come back here and pay for it, or you gotta come back. No, he gotta pay for it. No, yeah. Yeah,
I ain't got no reason to steal about
give me,
you. Don't
no,
touch
give
my
me,
baby.
yeah,
Don't touch
yeah,
my baby.
no,
I'm not
give
with
me,
that. Don't touch my baby.
no, give
Don't
me
touch
that,
him.
yeah,
Don't touch him.
no, give me
Don't
that,
touch my baby.
give me that. I'm gonna call the police right now.
Call him then.
Okay,
Call him.
yeah,
Call him.
okay, give me that,
Call him.
give me
Don't touch my
now.
baby.
Your child didn't pay for.
Yo, when they start looking at the floor like that, you better get back. Because they talking to the devil. When they start looking down at the ground like that, that's when they're communing with Satan. So don't get no closer, man. You feel the fire. The closer you get to them when they start doing that, that's when you feel the fire coming up off their body. You might just want to let that boy take them Twix or whatever he got in his hand and keep it moving. I feel bad for the beauty supply owners because you just never know what's coming through the door. They take that Forrest Gump shit seriously. Customers are like a box of chocolates. They come in there looking all chocolate and pretty. You never know what you're gonna get. Them nurses, when they go in the beauty supply store, they let half of their professionalism go. Before you know it, they standing at the register with their nurse uniform on with a big wedgie up their big ass. All of a sudden, when they get in their car, Gangsta Boo just so happened to be on the radio. Where them dollars at? You want to be a nurse? You want to be a stripper? People need to figure this shit out. They need to ban wigs in certain parts of the city. Because when you really think about it, it be them wigs that be causing all the commotion. Ain't no telling what type of chemicals. We'll say that for another video, man. We gonna move on. If her baby ain't want to pay for it, it's a baby, man. I remember when we was kids, they would let us get cookies and shit for free at the grocery store. You come in there with your kids, we'll go straight to the cookie section and grab a cookie at Wegmans. And ain't nobody say nothing. We all get just one because they're kids or whatever the case is. So if he wanted to take an iPhone or whatever they had up in there, then let that baby be a baby. You figure it's the only time in life to where they ain't got to pay for shit because they kids, you know. I take her side. They should have left her alone by her baby. I need to see that again. Look at this.
That I didn't charge him for it.
What you talking about?
The thing in his hand, I didn't charge him for it.
Gotta steal a motherfucking thing about this motherfucking.
No, you gotta come back. He gotta come back here and pay for it, or you gotta come back. No, he gotta pay for it. No, yeah, yeah, no. Give me, no, give me, yeah.
Get it back in blood. So you gotta be a full savage out here. People don't live by them 2027 rules or whatever. 2026, they take it back to the Stone Age on your ass. If you got a problem with it, get it. If you ain't willing to die for it, regardless of how petty it is, don't bother them about it, man. Just let them walk out the store with the store. Pray for them people that own them damn beauty supply stores, man. Okay, we're about to move on. Look at this, y'all.
Back in the days, a former boss of mine, his wife went on a cruise, and I saw the pictures. I saw how, she was saying how beautiful it was and how elegant and so. I always wanted to go. My wife and I, we've been trying to save to go, but they're very affordable. But because they are very affordable, just anybody can go. And after I hear all the commotion and all the chaos and all the drama on most of these cruise ships, I need to find myself not an affordable one. I gotta find myself an expensive one that just anybody can just go. So
damn, man. That's why y'all Hotep brothers and sisters can't be popularizing the Whole Foods like that. They show up with their unks on, trying to get that holistic food. And they be in there buying all the seaweed, all the sauerkraut, all the sour sop. But they bring their kids with them, or whatever the case is. So when you go to the Whole Foods and everybody got on cross colors, Blame Sarah Seti or one of them dudes, Young Pharaoh or whoever, for influencing people to go down to the Whole Foods to get their organic fruits and vegetables. They don't want that in there. They really need to come up with disguises or whatever, or some type of branding to separate the people, because there's different classes of black. You know what I'm saying? And depending on what class you want to represent or whatever your status may be, and it don't even have to be your finances. It got to be your mental state. Because we're all made different, man. It's levels to being black. But with this type of stuff and Boosie in the news, it seemed like people really can't tell the the difference. But sometimes you got to act accordingly in certain situations. And I feel like that's universally felt. When it's time to get ignorant, it don't matter what nationality you are. But what I noticed is when people of other nationalities, when it's time for them to get ignorant, they start acting real black. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I'm not trying to make this a racial stream or nothing, but I feel like since Boosie is a leader in the black community, Reverend Al Sharpton ain't running shit. People not looking up to, ain't Jesse Jackson, ain't he dead or whatever the case is? So when it comes to the black leaders, Boosie might be the only one. So when he speaks, people listen. And that's where we at. It's been 50 years of NWA, and I think that's something that people have to realize is that we've been influenced with ignorance for a long ass time, and people don't know who to blame or where to point the finger. Shit, black exploitation. Blame it on Pam Grier. Somebody call her out. Do a podcast with her. See if she have any remorse for the she put out since the 70s. Richard Pryor. It go way back. And I don't want to have that conversation. I'm already old. I want to freshen this thing up. Did y'all hit that like? We're about to get back into what's going on with Boosie. Okay, y'all got to, man, I know they dead wrong for this. Look.
I want you to know you're black and you're beautiful. Never let no one have you stressing, baby. You black as ever, that's a blessing, baby. If he don't love you, it's no pressure, baby. Black women learn to love themselves. It's your essence, baby.
Oh, man, they need to cut that shit out, man. Hey, Boosie got a lot of nerve.
I think the point that everybody is missing about Boosie and this whole LGBTQIA situation with Zaya Wade is the fact that his biggest problem is her age. Now, don't get me wrong. He said in this interview that his family, they just don't believe in it. And that is an old way of thinking. That's something the black community has to really work on. I'll be the first to say it. They have. I'm dealing with the situation in my family because I have a brother and my son. They're also gay. And, it's not as accepting, but ain't nobody gonna fuck. They're not gonna say me because I'm fully in support of both of them. However, when it comes to this situation, Boosie is fully supportive of his grown daughter because he cannot make those decisions for her. And I think the problem that he has with Gabrielle Wade and Dwayne Wade is the fact that he feels that Zaya is too young to fully understand what she is trying to do. And
Boosie got to worry about his own kids. And that's what we all got to do. If they parents fine with it, then it's all good. You ain't got to feed that little motherfucker. You ain't got to do nothing with them. You can have an opinion all day, but as far as making it public, that's what tripped me out. I have opinions about a whole lot of things, but I wouldn't make it public, and I do podcasts or whatever. So to each his own. But they going in on this stuff, look.
None of us will have walked the road that she will travel. So we will be there. We will never abandon you, ever. But sometimes you're gonna have to leave.
If there's a dominant female in the picture somewhere, things like this can happen. So for Caleb Williams, ain't no time. A lot of them sports players ain't got no daddy like that. When you raised by your mama, and she ain't gonna let you sit in the car while she going to get her nails done. That'd be against the law. And a lot of times people got to take their kids with them when they running their daily errands, when they pampering themselves and stuff. So I see it all the time Women go shopping. They had their sons all up in the rainbow. Before you know it, this nigga flicking through the racks. And when you shopping and you see men in the department stores, they be flicking through the racks just like I ain't never flicked through no racks fast like that, but I can understand why a lot of men do it, and they be picking some good shit. I can't do it, man. I can't dress to say. I mean, I could put together some pieces here and there, but these dudes, they know how to dress. They get to flicking them raps. Next thing you know, they got about 5 outfits. They doing the math in their head and all that. And these are good things to have. You know, a lot of men learn how to cook real good. You see them on Instagram. They got the adobo, pepper. They be whipping that shit up. You see the fat on the back of their arms flapping when they be cooking that stuff, man. But those are survival tactics. A lot of men out here know how to survive. When you got dominant women in the picture, y'all seen that movie, The Warrior King or whatever, or The Woman King or some shit like that? That's real life, and I ain't mad at it. If it means survival, then that's what it is. So when Gabrielle Union came into the situation with Dwayne Wade, they had a dominant female figure. And unfortunately, Dwayne, he couldn't match her masculinity or whatever, and that's all right. Because we live in times to where dudes ain't trying to do the brunt of everything anyway. Ain't nobody about to get out there and go hunting when it's a grocery store up the street. So Boosie need to calm this down, man. He barking up the wrong tree. He's speaking about people's kids while you got people out here rioting and stuff like that. Look at this, y'all.
Black fatigue is a thing. Newsflash. White people don't want to live around ratchet black people, and black people don't want to live around ratchet black people. I mean, it's nothing like going to the Walmart on a Sunday morning, and then you see the Bonnet Crew walk in. Loud, obnoxious, the kids are everywhere, in every aisle, unattended, and that's anywhere you go.
But you a smash, though. That's why men need to, for the fellas out there that got an opinion about black fatigue and the Bonnet Crew, would you smash, though? Ask yourself that question before you get to having these type of conversations about women.
No matter what, they're highly emotional, highly sensitive. You can't say nothing. You can't even smile and hold the door for them because they'll look at you like you're crazy. And always the victim of something. Either you stepped on a shoe, you looked at them wrong, you told them good morning. They're never happy, they're never satisfied. And you wonder why normal, good black people move.
That's only if you look bad and you doing all that. You trying to be a gentleman for somebody else, but you couldn't even clean your own shit up. You out here looking like you just rolled out of bed and now you want to be a nice guy. Of course you just want them cheeks. Because if you was genuine, you will be more presentable than what you are a lot of times. So don't waste your time trying to be a nice guy when you look bad. And that's what anybody don't know. But if you open the door, they trying to get past you real fast because they see them fleas hopping off your body. Ain't nothing better than the realest. I'd rather deal with somebody that's going to keep it 1,000 up front instead of somebody that's going to be faking in front. And then as soon as they walk away, they dialing 911 on your black ass. They be like, oh, thank you. You're such a gentleman. You're such a sweetheart. As soon as you walk away, that's when they call them. They calling for security. I'd rather have a sister look me up and down, suck her teeth, roll her eyes, and walk away. At least I know where she coming from, man. He need to get over it.
Out of the hood as soon as they start getting successful. Because they'll look at you like you're crazy.
Hold on, run that back, run that back.
Victim, loud, obnoxious, the kids are everywhere, in every aisle, unattended. And that's anywhere you go, no matter what. They're highly emotional, highly sensitive. You can't say nothing. You can't even smile and hold the door for them because they'll look at you like you're crazy. And always the victim of something. Either you stepped on a shoe, you looked at them wrong, you told them good morning. They're never happy, they're never satisfied. And you wonder why normal, good black people move out of the hood as soon as they start getting successful. I was one of those black people that said, man, if I made some money, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to buy up this, buy up that. I'm going to support the community. As soon as I got my money, I got the fuck up out of there. Because they don't know how to appreciate good shit. And my suburban
What do
kids
you
don't
mean they, bro? See, that's where people need to just shut up about it. Because when you move to the suburbs, they're going to be thinking, oh, shit, there go the neighborhood. They don't know you're a good guy. You could smile all you want. You could jump up and down. You could greet them, bake them a cake, a pie. They still don't want you there, man. You causing problems for other people. You trying to run from yourself, but you just making it bad for others. Moving to the suburbs is not the answer unless you plan on being incognito. Come out with gloves on, cover all that shit up, man. Y'all move to the suburbs and be trying to stunt. You cutting the grass with the wife beater on, with the basketball shorts. Like they don't see your black ass. You need to put a sign on your arm, around your neck that say, I sold out. But wear a friendly t-shirt. That ain't even gonna help, man. I think people need to be quiet about it. People need to quit voicing their opinions about shit. That way, everybody can make up their own minds. With Boosie voicing his opinion about all, I'm trying to squeeze the last drop of lemon out this shit, man. I'm trying to make it work. You know, it really ain't a whole much going on in the black hip hop world, so I'm trying to mix and mangle this shit before I completely let it go. Is there anybody even watching? Is people even commenting? Ain't nobody. Oh my God, this is terrible. But we gonna keep it pushing, man. Okay, we gonna get into this. Y'all listening? Okay, here we go. Let me straighten this all out. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to put a wig on a pig to get a gig, man. Okay, here we go. Let me straighten this all out and get into this news right fast before I completely go to sleep. I hope I ain't putting y'all to sleep, but if I am, that's some good melatonin. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what they're talking about right here.
They are on alert and are planning now for a potential replay of the chaos from last weekend. And new tonight at 10, some Chicago teens fear the takeovers could lead to racial profiling. CBS 2's Jermont Terry is live in the loop. Jermont.
Erica, every teenager out at this intersection last Saturday night was not here to start trouble. And I caught up with a group of supervised youngsters who got swept up in this takeover mayhem. And tonight they fear when and if they come back downtown, people might look at them with side eyes because they fit the description. This scene from last weekend of teenagers and young adults jumping on buses, attacking and robbing people in downtown left so many in shock. Yet for others, it was deeper.
It was hurtful feeling just to see black African-American young people down there.
Charles McKenzie brought 15 youngsters from his youth mentoring group, Inglewood First Responders downtown.
You know what it is? People want to get their stripes so they won't have to be labeled a bitch ass or anything, man. And the only way to do that is by going downtown and doing what they've been doing, man. They got to bring it back home. When they get in the house, their parents be proud. They be standing on the porch with their hand on their hips like, that's my baby. My baby done made the news. Don't be sitting up in this house. Get out there with them niggas. For instance, okay, we ain't going to get all tribal. Well, we are, but we ain't going to get too deep into it. Back in the day, they'd send your ass out and I hate to say jungle. They send your black ass out there in the jungle and make you catch a lion or something like that. They know it's wrong, but they want to see if you're going to be able to come back with something. They'll wait days, weeks. They said when Shaka Zulu went out into the bush, he came back with a zebra, a lion, a giraffe. He came back dragging a fucking tiger. And that's how he became the king. You got to be ignorant to make some shit happen or to get that respect. That's why when dudes go to jail, it be a celebration. Like it's a rites of passage to show your manhood. There's dudes out there wishing to go to jail. Or if they ain't been yet, then they just ain't no real nigga yet. So with these kids tearing up these cities and stuff, they're trying to get their stripes. They want to be recognized as a bad bitch or a street nigga or whatever the case is, man. They putting this in their photo albums. This going into history books. I was there. It's like the civil rights movement. You got people 80, 90 years old with they picture of Dr. King. They was there at them riots. They wanted to get hosed and all that type of shit just so they could you know, have a story to tell their grandkids. I mean, education ain't really what it used to be. Again, they gotta do something to get some stripes. And I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's right, but hell, look, send their ass out in the bush or something. Come back. Let them stay at the zoo overnight and see if they can get away with doing that shit to them. Well, then again, them animals is docile as hell. We're about to keep it moving, man. I'm trying to make some sense out of this, but it really don't make no sense. And people so easily offended nowadays. That's why it's hard to have real conversations, because you got to be phony as hell about it in order to keep people from being on your ass. I seen something on Instagram earlier where this young lady, she was risking it all. She kept it 1,000. And even though a lot of people agree with what she had to say, it wouldn't be the popular opinion. So people just avoided the conversation altogether. Whenever you click on the video and it got 0 comments, that's because people are afraid to speak about, what's going on or whatever, because, you can keep it too real, and that's what people fear the most. Okay, I want to get in there. I know we're supposed to be talking about Boosie. Let me put his black ass on the screen for y'all, man. I do apologize. I'm going to find some Boosie stuff to get into since that's what the video was about. We're gonna talk about Boosie Badass. Okay, y'all ready? Let's Boosie it out for everybody
Boosie,
watching.
whose real name is Torrance Hatch, allegedly hit a security guard in the back of the head with a glass hookah bottle. Now, this happened in Houston over the weekend on May 24th.
Boosie's accuser has finally shared his side of the story after a situation that has been making headlines. And the man at the center of it all, Boosie Badass, looked straight into the camera and told the public that the entire case is nothing more than a money move. Right now, Torrance Hatch Jr., better known as Boosie Badass, is dealing with an aggravated assault charge involving an alleged weapon in Harris County, Texas. What has people talking is that prosecutors are not referring to a firearm or a knife. Instead, the object mentioned in the case is a hookah base made of glass. Here's where things get messy. According to court records, a security guard named Edward Iglehart was helping close a Houston nightclub when an altercation allegedly took place. The documents state that he suffered injuries that required medical treatment.
Hold on, man. Wait. Stop. Why they just can't do the news without all that music in it, man? I'm gonna wake up somebody's baby father with that music playing like that. It make me want to do a robbery or do a teen takeover or some shit. But that black fatigue is at an all-time high. But I know one thing, that Jamaican food still slapping. Soul food, not so much. When it's time to eat out and you got a choice. Matter of fact, this is what we gonna do. We gonna get into this, man, because we'll get back to Boosie. His black ass gonna be there. We'll get back to Boosie, y'all. Don't worry. I know he a father figure too. I know he a father figure to a lot of people, but it really ain't even that deep for real. Okay, look at this. If you had the choice, this is what I want to talk about real quick. If you had the choice, you rocking with this or what? Hold on. Ooh.
Soul food dinner.
Yeah.
Ooh, honey. For the past couple of months, I've had soul food every single week, except for my own kitchen. This is that. I'm gonna try to move quickly. I got some onion and I have some roughly chopped garlic. I have some turkey necks and some necks from that divine swine. Wash my greens in some vinegar.
No, she ain't say the divine swine. That's why I gotta cut the shit right there. I ain't going front. I don't eat pork. But what was it? The other day I went to Chick-fil-A and I got the sandwich and I forgot to tell them to put the bacon on. That bacon was looking good, but I refused to eat it. The point I'm trying to make is, what would you rather have if you had to choose? Soul food, Jamaican food, or Mexican food? Which one you going with? You figure Jamaican food and soul food is the same thing, but I think the Jamaican food is slower. It's a slow cook compared to the soul food or whatever. You can speed up. You can make some soul food real fast depending on what you're trying to do, but that Jamaican food, you gotta slow that shit all the way down.
I am a Jamaican.
Oh my God, that shit look amazing. But the thing with Mexican food, you could whip up some Mexican food real fast. Look. Get that off screen. Look. God damn.
So I had chilaquiles mole. I had pollo mole. And now we have burrito mole. So I randomly found a spot here in Morton Grove. It's called Las Fuentes. And I asked them, I said, do you all have burrito mole? Because I still haven't tried that yet. And they said we could do anything with mole. And here we are. And oh my God.
Yeah.
Y'all, look at this. Honestly,
What's the mole? Somebody fill me in. I ain't never had no mole before.
wish I could just eat this all in one go. But I'll just be greedy. You know what I'm saying? Real big backery. This here is a steak burrito. Oh my. Oh, this looks amazing.
Oh man, y'all can't see it. Oh God damn. Y'all couldn't see it like that.
Oh my God. You know what? Dare I say, this might be the best one yet. Oh my, like, you know what? The chilaquiles, that was up there.
That steak where it's at, the burrito.
Stop playing.
Oh my God.
Yo, this is excellent.
Hold on, y'all gotta see the plate though. Cause this shit, I'm about to go to Taco Bell tonight. Hold on, y'all gotta see that damn plate. Cause that look amazing. Hold on. Let me get it together for y'all. Okay, look.
What's next?
She done sweated out her edges messing with that damn burrito, y'all. We about to go. Ain't nobody call. He gotta be like 50 years old. I know me and Boosie, we not around the same. He been around for too long. That Beijing be having everybody fooled. I keep telling y'all, man, these men out here, y'all figure women can hold it down and keep it together with the makeup or whatever, but men don't figure out a way to get it done too, with the the dye and all that, them $100 haircuts and shit. They be at the barbershop all damn day trying to get it right, and rightfully so. And we live in times where you don't want to be no old ass George Jefferson type of dude. It was all right back in the day. If you got old, you just got old. People was proud to get old. And besides, it wasn't really too much you could do about getting old back then. And who would want to be a damn clown? They could have went out there and did some shit in the 70s. Look at this. Put that music on. Let's see what's going on here, y'all. Hello. Who this is, man? I guess they hung up or whatever. Okay, let me get into this. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
Who is this?
Yo, you called into the show, right?
Is this Shawn Blazington?
Yeah, man, this who this is. Who this is, man?
Oh, man, my bad, dog. I was watching the live, but this ain't live.
No, we live, bro. We on live, brother, man. We live right now, man.
As we speak?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. What's the topic, man? What's the topic?
Man, we over here talking about Boosie and how he speaking on people in the LBG community. He always got something to say about somebody and their sexuality. And I'm also talking about how black men don't take pride in getting old anymore. Men are trying to escape the fate. You got men out here getting hair transplants and all this type of stuff. What you got to say about that?
Well, isn't his daughter gay?
Yeah, his daughter, she is. And he ain't too proud of that. I think she got to be 20-something by now, but when she came out, she was still in her teens.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's his problem?
Well, it's a football player. He on the cover of Madden 22. Madden is a football video game. He on the cover of the game with his nails done. He got his nails spread it all out, and he got them painted. And Boosie don't like the fact that this man got his nails painted because it's a bunch of young boys that's going to be watching and playing the video game.
Well, people going to do what they going to do.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Boosie just needs to lighten up and just go ahead and do what he do. Don't worry about other people.
That's real talk, man. He need to just go ahead. And plus, that's what kids into. Young men nowadays, they'll throw on a blouse if it's fly, or they'll carry a purse, or they'll get their nails done or whatever. That's what they like doing.
They're betas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we alpha. I'm an alpha male, man.
Yeah, that's true. But people figure, what's the benefits of anything? You know, they figure, okay, what's the benefit in 2026 of being an alpha male? And then they weigh the pros and the cons, and then they say, okay, what's the benefit of being a beta male in 2026? And a lot of people say, hell, I'll get more women and money going this route, being a beta male than an alpha male. Yeah.
Well, women like that shit because alpha man, you got they're leaders. They don't want to be led. They want to be in charge. You know what I'm saying? Women, they don't want to commit. You know, they don't want to. What's the word? Submit. You know, they don't want to live under a man's rule or whatever. You know, they like that beta man because they're flexible.
Yeah. I mean, all it takes is a phone call and they could shut all that alpha male shit down. A phone call and the allegation could ruin your whole alpha male life, especially if you're dealing with modern day women, man.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It ain't like...
What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's really nothing you can do about the situation unless you just plan on being single or if you plan on playing for the other team or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, you got...
Look like that feels headed.
Yeah, man. How you live in your life, bro? Not to get in your personal business, but do you feel like you a dominant male in your situation and your love life? You feel like you rule with an iron fist?
Yeah, I do, man. I think, yeah, man, I just have my own standards, man. You know, I treat people the way I want to be treated. Sometimes I don't get it back, but it don't hurt my feelings. I just live by, man, what's right, man. How a man should live, raise your children, pray, do what you can do for them, show them a good example, you know what I'm saying? Tell them about the women, tell them about the men, whatever. Be true, be honest. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do as men,
Yeah.
All this other stuff is just a choice people are making,
Mm-hmm.
They want to express themselves in so many ways until, hey, that's more power to you. You want to express yourself with fingernail polish and all that. I don't know how you're expressing yourself, but if that's what it is, that's what it is.
Yeah, I feel like, for men to be dominated by women for this long, and, and you can't blame them. The problem is people want to blame women for the fact that men are dominated by women, but in all reality, you have to blame the men for that. The tables don't turn. I feel like if back in the day, if men was more loving towards their women, it wouldn't be this bad right now. You gotta admit, when you was coming up back in the day, you heard about a lot of ass whoopings going on in marriages and men putting their hands on their wives and stuff. That was the norm back in the day. Men was some damn tyrants towards women's back in the day for the most part.
Right. But that's no longer now.
I mean, the laws, you can't get away with it like how you used to. I mean, you could get away with it for a little bit, but eventually shit gonna hit the fan.
That's true.
Hell, you could get away with pimping back in the day. It was nothing. Let you try being a full-blown, a certified pimp in 2026. Yo, they gonna give you life, if not the electric chair for that.
Yeah, my brother was a pimp.
And it was nothing. And people knew what he was doing.
Right. He was a pimp. And, that was like in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, it was the norm, and that was foul. When you think they glorified pimping and they made it seem like it was, the thing to do. But when you think about it, a pimp is basically a male female madam.
Right. That's what it is, basically. You're right.
They talking about this football player with his nails done. Pimps not only had their nails done, but they had the perms, the match, finger waves, you name it.
Yup. So did. Silk shirts. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's, I feel like for men, we just going through, we reaping what we've sowed, as far as society is concerned.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Would you ever get your nails done, brother, man?
No, man, I got nails, but I don't get them done, man. I just let them grow. I used to bite them a lot, until they bled, but I had to kick some people out of my life, and then they started growing.
Damn, man. So you got hang time with the nails.
Say what?
You got hang time with your nails. You got length on your nails.
Yeah, I got length on my nails.
Oh, okay.
That's more like saying to me that I can conquer not biting them. You understand?
Okay, so when you got frustrated or angry, you be biting at your nails.
Yeah, worried about what people say, or they didn't come through for me, so I'm like, why they didn't, so I'm biting my nails till they bleed. I kick them niggas out of my life, then my nails start growing like hair.
Then so when you look at your nails and they're a little long or whatever, that's a self-reminder that, hell, I ain't got to be stressing like how I used to be stressing.
That's right. It's a reminder. You said it. It's a reminder. I am conquered. You're right.
So
that's all that it is. I don't paint them or nothing. I mean, if a man nails grows, they grow. That's just natural. I don't think that's feminine or none of that, because that's just what comes naturally out the body. You can't control that. If you decide to let your nails grow, let them grow. That's on you. That don't mean that you gay or straight. That means you just letting whatever's natural come out of your body. It's like niggas got bald head and let the hair grow, right?
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's a lot of men out here with the hang time on their hair as well. People feel like they want to express themselves how they want to express themselves.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's all that is, man.
So you let them grow wild, or do you trim them, or do you make sure they're the same length, or is they uneven? You got them all over the place. You take care of them.
Yeah, on the left hand, 4 fingers are practically pretty long. My right hand, they're short because I cook with that hand, so I ain't breaking no nails on the right hand.
So they mismatch.
Right, it's mismatch. Like I said, the left hand is just a conquered hand, where it shows me that I ain't biting my nails no more. I ain't got to bite them no more. I ain't got to worry no more. Just let them grow. That's a reminder. I keep them low on the right hand because I'm busy with it, fixing things, cooking like I said, and stuff like that. But it's like 3 or 4 fingers on the left hand that pretty long fingernails, you understand? That just means, hey, I ain't biting my nails no more. Period. It's a reminder.
Oh, man.
I ain't got that taste for it no more.
Man, you might as well.
I don't know if that makes sense, but that makes sense to me.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense. But you figure if this is the way you chose to go about your nails and stuff, it probably wouldn't hurt to go down there and have them do it professionally. Because they'll hook your shit up, man. You might want to go sit in the chair and let them file it out, put a primer on it, and get them right.
No, then that's when they start breaking and shit. Nah, I just like my shit natural, man. I don't need nothing on.
Hey, I ain't mad at it, bro. Yo, you kept it real, too. No doubt, man.
I ain't spending no money on no nails. No, I ain't gonna do that. I'll let them grow because it's natural.
Yeah, man. Just the other day, I had somewhere to be, and I looked at my nails. They was looking crazy, so I just grabbed a nail clipper, clipped them down. Ain't do no filing or nothing like that, but just, clipped them, made them even. But I have noticed men, they have different ways they keep their nails. Some men have preferences when it comes to nails, but you figure, like you said, if it's growing from your body the same as your hair, you gonna manage it the way you want to manage it. That don't make you gay or straight because you tending to your nails how you want to tend to them.
That's right. It's a natural thing. Comes from the natural body. You know what I'm saying? So what is what it is. And so I just let them grow. I just wanted to see how long they could grow. If they get too long, then I cut them down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it is what it is. That's just my way to say, you conquered that. That thing you was going through the people.
So with that being said, do you feel like Boosie need to mind his business when it comes to what other people doing with their nails?
Yeah, he really do. He really do.
Damn,
I
man.
think he need to focus his mind on something else. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, man? I'm so glad you called because you gave me a new perspective on this whole thing. Hearing it from a man that, you like to keep your nails the way you like to keep your nails. Boosie shouldn't even be speaking on what another man got going on. That's like speaking on another man's preference. If a dude like skinny chicks, let him rock out with the skinny ones. If he like plus size women, he a grown ass man. Whatever a man like, that's that man's personal business. No other man should get involved in what another man got going on.
That's right. That's right.
Real talk,
right.
man.
You're not in that person's shoes. You understand? You don't know what that person went through and had to do to get where he at or whatever.
Whatever, man. Word up.
Yeah.
Yo, man, we appreciate your phone call too, man. The next time we go live, you definitely got to call back, brother, man. You be good out there too. We gonna holler at you soon. Real talk. No doubt, man. Thank him so much for his phone call. You know what? That did it for me. That's all I needed to hear. Hey, it's a few more things I want to touch on before I get out of here. All y'all got to do is stay tuned. I got this. No, turn it off. I got this. Y'all stay tuned. A few more things I want to touch on before I go. Because I'm hungry than the motherfucker. I done fasted. I'm ready to eat me some. Hold on. Y'all stay tuned. Hold on, what she got on?
Juicy
Hold on, look. Okay, look.
that is.
It's game day, so let's cook a steak dinner. We got dishes to do, so let's do them. I'm gonna be able to get these dishes done in 3.4 seconds. Ready? Just like that, they're done. It only really worked like that. All right, anybody ask me this?
Get around to the
Some of this
steak.
butter that we made. It's
Got
like a
garlic
garlic herb type.
Damn, if she ain't had that music on in the back, I would rock out with what she got going on or whatever. But okay, what about this look?
Ruling the way that
Oh, they trying to copyright the shit out of a nigga. Hold Ooh, put that butter on it. Yeah. Yo, anyway, you need to put that shit back on the stove. I don't do that raw meat. Yo, let me know if anybody out there know how to cook real good. I'll pay for a plate. If you live in the Georgia area, anywhere in Georgia, let me know, man. I will definitely come get a plate, man. Because everybody ain't got it like that. Everybody can't cook like that. Hold on, look at this, look. We ain't doing that. one more before I go, man. What the fuck? Hold on, look. What are you doing?
Learned this trick at a famous restaurant. Now I only make beef like this. Start by adding 200 grams of baking soda on top.
He put the whole box of baking soda on the steak.
Top of a beefsteak weighing approximately 700 grams and spread it evenly. Then let it rest for 30 minutes in the refrigerator. Once this time has passed, transfer it to a large baking dish and using a brush, remove all the excess baking soda. Now transfer it to a sheet of aluminum foil and season it with a pinch of salt, a pinch of black pepper,
Man, your teeth gonna fall out with this damn steak.
a pinch of onion powder, a pinch of garlic powder. Spread the seasoning evenly. Turn the steak over and repeat this process on the other side. After doing that, add a sprig of rosemary.
What do you got going on with this baking soda steak?
Have you got that recipe app? It's already
That shit come out tasting like crack.
available for download.
Where the food at? They playing game. Let me know if y'all be willing to try that. It's well done. That baking soda must have cooked it by itself or whatever. Y'all ever heard of that? I heard if you want to cook a good steak,
You may now serve and enjoy it.
you got to put that
I
butter
hope you
on.
liked this recipe. Now I'll head to the comment section and leave a heart to everyone who left the name of their city. See you next recipe. Bye bye.
Damn, that shit, it got a nice little crisp to it. It might be that baking soda that did it like that. But that's Negro in there, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. So much love for y'all. As far as Boosie getting in trouble, talking about that man Nails, I think he getting the attention that he won't, obviously. And if anybody gonna say it, it's gonna be Boosie. A lot of stuff that people be thinking, especially celebrities, influencers, they don't want to go that route. They don't want to keep it too real. So you can trust in Boosie to keep it all the way real. That's one thing you can say about him. But the crazy thing is the subject matter that he like to speak on. There's so much stuff going on in the world that we would love to get Boosie's opinion on. For instance, the teen takeovers. I don't know if Boosie has something to say about that. Matter of fact, let me double check. Maybe he did. Y'all stay tuned. And if he did, that'd be great. See if he has something to say about it. I don't see nothing yet, but I'm looking. I got hope in Boosie. I don't think he said nothing about the teen takeovers. No, I don't think he had nothing to say about the teens or whatever the case is. He a old triple OG in the game. His input would mean a whole lot. If he came out and denounced that, then not only would that be good for him, but that'd be good for the youth. But he want to talk about a man getting his nails done, though. I don't get it. Let me do this real quick. See what this man is real. And I love Boosie, man. He a hood classic. He's the people's choice or whatever. I ain't trying to go against Boosie Boo. He's Negro Jesus. I don't want them type of problems. Hold on, listen to this, y'all.
I never would go against you. And I think I'm really fed up. And you get to talking about God. Like, I don't know my God. He talking about God and how I grew up. I know my God from Nita, from my mama. My mama sent me scriptures every morning. My mama put me in the church home. I don't recall not one time I'm ever getting up with you and you taking me to the Lord's house. I don't never recall it. I didn't learn that from you. I learned to hustle from you. I never.
These kids are grateful like a motherfucker, man. Ain't got time to go to church. Especially when you're doing hip-hop concerts on a Saturday night. Boosie show up to church smelling like licking holes. Oh, no. There's some more stuff we about to touch on since we talking about Boosie badass. Matter of fact, okay, what they talking about? Look.
Boosie's daughter comes out as gay, and Boosie has been not so kind to her. So he comes out and apologizes after she went on social media in a tearful plea to her that it's tough because parents, especially heterosexual parents, don't understand how their kid can be gay. They feel like, oh, I raised them a certain way, blah, 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 blah.
Now, I could understand how kids could be that way. Because they see the stuff their parents be doing. You know, it's a lot of y'all out there. Y'all be slipping in front of y'all kids. Kids, they see stuff, man. They learn by example. I'll just say that. I don't want to get too deep into the conversation, but kids definitely learn by example. So if your child is a certain way, guess where they got that from? There's no excuses. There's no way around it. Your children is a reflection of you. So you got to look in the mirror and be real with yourself. You can deny it all you want. You could do posts and blogs. I ain't talking about Boosie. I don't know his orientation. I'm pretty sure he's with all them kids. But then again, just because you got a lot of kids, that don't mean nothing like that. There's plenty of men that got plenty of kids and they still... Y'all heard about that dude that had all that surgery and stuff with them PPP loans? Let me see if I can look this up real quick, y'all. Shit was big. Oh, hell no. Good thing I ain't got this shit on the screen. God damn, I wasn't expecting no shit like that to pop up. They actually showing the surgery on the motherfucker. Hold on. Do that. Don't worry, I'm gonna have a better music selection and all that.
I see y'all begging ass bitches back, but ain't giving up.
They about to shut this TikTok shit down because it don't be working right. There you go. Listen at this, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Did y'all see?
Shit bootleg.
Ooh-wee. Father of 6 sentenced 9 years for using PP loan to prepare to male-female transition services. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I thought y'all support the Rainbow Crew. But, man, I thought there was a woman. They gonna tear your ass up. They gonna work your ass out. Straight up. You do. Then you look like a full-blown female, had over $2 million.
Damn, man, he took all the loan money and went out there and, you know. But the crazy part about it is he looked like he could bag any chick he wanted. But them be the ones, man. You can't judge a book by its cover. So, you know, that same dude with that nail polish should be the same dude that'll beat your ass if you disrespect him about his nail polish. So don't judge a book by its cover, man. Don't judge a video game by its cover. Because you might be the one that get played. I need to look at some, this is what I'm going to do before I get out of here. I want to see what the game is all about for them to have this type of stuff going on. Matter of fact, we're going to get to that. Before I look at the reviews of the video game, I want to look at this real quick because somebody hit me up and was like, hey, can you review this or speak about what happened in Atlanta? So that's what I'm going to do. I want to watch this and we're going to speak about it real quick.
Marta is actively
And it's just like for no reason. Like my mom didn't
What's
deserve
going
this.
on? Get it together.
And it's just like for no reason. Like my mom didn't deserve this. Not one bit.
A woman brutally stabbed to death on a MARTA train. Tonight, we're hearing from her daughter for the first time. And that is where we begin tonight on the News at 10. Tonight, MARTA is actively investigating this weekend's killing, the second stabbing on the system in 2 weeks. Fox 5 first told you about this as breaking news on Saturday night. Fox 5's Larry Sproul is live in Northeast Atlanta. Tonight, Larry, you talked to her daughter.
And Russ, good evening. She tells me that she is in pain tonight. She still cannot believe what happened to her mother. She tells me that this is just one big nightmare, or at least she wants it to be one big nightmare. But tonight she's speaking to us for the very first time. And I do want to warn you, the details of her story are graphic.
My mom's throat was cut and she was stabbed 18 to 20 times.
It's those details that are forever etched into the mind of Shanae Sams.
When I got that phone call, all I did was scream and holler.
Sams tells me hearing those graphic details of how her mother's 66-year-old Margaret Sams Swan was killed has her on an emotional roller coaster.
I don't know how to feel. Like sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes it's never a happy moment.
MARTA is investigating the killing, which marks the second stabbing on the system in 2 weeks. Police say 25-year-old John Elijah Matthews stabbed and killed Swan on a MARTA train at the Oakland City Station Saturday while she was heading home.
It's senseless and it's just like for no reason. Like my mom didn't deserve this. Not one bit.
I got my hands on the arrest warrant. Matthews is charged with Swan's murder, but Monday he waived his initial court appearance.
He just said it was random. There's no motive. You took away a mother. You took away a grandmother. You took away a great grandmother. My mom was a great
don't ask me. But don't ask me to go nowhere. I ain't going. That's what I got to say about this, man. But this lady, she was just on her way home from work. Mind her own business, and you wonder why people don't be wanting to fuck with nobody like that. You just never know what's going on out here, man. So while Boosie worried about that man nails, there's so many other things and issues going on in the world that we need people of influence to be addressing. That they just, I mean, I'm pretty sure he care or whatever, but people want to, go viral or have a popular opinion about some shit that ain't so deep and heavy, but man, this is beyond crazy.
You took away a friend, a sister, a cousin, a niece. You took away somebody that was loved.
MARTA released this statement. It says in part, this was a senseless and heartbreaking loss. We mourn with Margaret Swan's loved ones and extend our deepest sympathies during this incredibly difficult time. And she also tells me that her mother uses MARTA often, which is why now she has a lot of questions about what happened. I also asked her if she can forgive the person who did this. I'm working on that part of the story. Y'all knew tonight at 11.
Damn, man, you figure if you gonna respect somebody, you gonna respect the elderly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, out of respect for the elders in your family, you figure if you respect your grandmother, your aunties and shit, you gonna have respect for an old person or anybody for that. If you got respect for yourself, you figure you have respect for somebody else. But man, there's levels to this shit. Look at this show.
Mom, these are my children. These are his sisters and brothers that I raised on my own. I don't care about what y'all say about my son on the news. I don't care about the social media because I know the kind of son I raised. He was mine. And he was a good boy. He was a good boy. He graduated from high school. What mother doesn't want that? He worked. He held down a job long enough. What mother doesn't want that? He went to school. to do and learn plumbing. What mother doesn't want that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he was doing now? Was
Yes.
was he
Yes.
a plumber now?
This is what he was doing.
He was working to be
He
like
was
a-
working
to be a trade.
and
Trying
being
get-
and
that was
going to
his trade,
school
to
at
be
the
a
same
plumber.
time. Yes. He wanted to get his CDLs. But the CDL people told him, you know, you have to have your lot.
Okay, man, we're supposed to be speaking about this man death, and I get it or whatever. It's a lot of people out here mourning and doing bad. It's all different types of crazy situations happening in the world, y'all.
News at 10.
New tonight, loved ones remembering a man shot in a Milwaukee County park this weekend. They say he was killed during his 4-year-old son's birthday party. Deputies responded to Center Street Park at 64th and Center around 6:45 last night. The park is along the Milwaukee-Wauwatosa border. Family identified the victim as Pepe Sakisi Bell Jr. And 12 News' TJ Dysart spoke to loved ones grappling with the tragic loss.
Now my nephew dead, my is dying out here. My brothers is dying out here, bro. And for what?
Anger.
He came out too early. He left too early.
Sadness.
This don't make no sense. These people need to put these guns down.
Man, don't ask me to go no motherfucking where, man. I ain't going to no birthday party, no none of that, man. That's why people not trying to be around like that. And I get it. You be around the wrong people or a crowd of people, you might get a bullet in your ass. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with being antisocial. You ain't got to feel bad about it. You might not want to be bothered with a motherfucker. That's absolutely fine. For the people out there feeling like, oh, I need to be more active. I need to get out there. I need to live my life. I need to do this and do that. I need to get out and go to the club. You ain't missing a damn thing, man. Ain't nothing but a bunch of miserable people out here. Now, ain't nothing wrong with congregating and being social and all that. I'm not speaking against it, but you figure a birthday party, it's all cool beans. You got your family there or whatever the case, but that can turn deadly. So what do? That put everybody in a hostile situation, regardless of where they are. You could be on the bus, everybody's hostile. So when you get around black people, you best have your hostility rate through the roof. You better act like you in Vietnam around that motherfucker. I don't give a damn who it is or where you at. You're gonna have to get in the mind frame just in case some shit go down. Matter of fact, let me show you what I'm talking about. Look. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this together for y'all. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Look.
What's up, OG? Triple OG. How you doing, man? Everything alright? Cool, dog. Good. Got my shank in case shit jump off in this motherfucker.
Yo, real life. It all makes sense now. That's some real talk. It don't matter if it's a backyard boogie on the West Coast or whatever. It don't matter if they got the potato salad, the punch. It can jump off anywhere, man. You better keep your shank with you. But that's Negro here, no there. I said all I had to say. So much love for y'all, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Tell your mama, tell your daddy about the video. Boosie, you wrong, man. You're going to have to apologize to whoever he is for making these statements. Caleb Williams Painted Nails appear on the Iceman Deluxe Edition of Madden 27. Don't Drake got an album called Iceman? So they pushing this stuff real hard. As for William, he doesn't appear to have responded to Boosie's complaints. He probably won't. Either he's too busy being on the cover of one of the biggest video game franchises right now. It is what it is. We're going to find some more news tomorrow. Y'all be good out there, man.